qualifying one. A bit of a technical difficulties getting the stream started, but we're here. We've missed most of the boring stuff in Q1, but you join us at, well, as you can see, Canada, the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, obviously named after someone who doesn't have any fear when it came to racing. Yeah, you could tell if you've seen his driving, have you seen his clips. But as I get myself up for the stream, I think we are all good. Are we? We are, okay. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. We're all good. Alright. I don't know if the stream's actually up, I can't click on it. Oh dear. I'm not sure what's happening at the moment. Things are waiting to go live, but I am live. Look, I'm not too sure what's happening. But hopefully you guys can see the stream. Hopefully it is up. Because currently 5 minutes left in the session, and our championship leader is currently in a pole position in Q1. Okay, you can't see it. Why is this not working? Can now? What? What? Can? I am confused. I am so sorry for this. Yeah, I still have no idea what's going on. I have no clue. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, or if the stream is not up. What? Hold on. I think we might actually be live. Is this it? This is, okay. We are. Alright. Took us a little while, but I'm not sure if you heard me before, but as I was saying, Todd's the championship leader. Is in P1 currently, so he's obviously safe. He's retired from the session. We're on board with XJ Schmidt right now. Let's try to forget someone's gone wide. We try to forget all the technical issues that have gone on in the past 20 minutes or so. But looking forward to this race. Canada's should usually bring some good racing, some action, even some incidents, so hopefully we do see some action tonight. But as we've just seen, Schmidt going P3 with a 1 minute 8.7. So currently, with 3 minutes to go, obviously top 15 I believe go through. So from P16 to 20, Reedy is a 10.4, he starting his lap. And James, who's actually crashed, on a 10.6. In P17. In P18, Conehouse in a Red Bull with a 1 minute 10.8. The Zacratis from P2, so two championship protagonists. Otis Crook down early in P19 with a 10.8, and the Smeg all the way down in P20 in the McLaren. He is Again, he's accompanied by Pure God this time. Usually, I believe it's usually Servanite. It used to be Servanite. But banana cakes and pies are all coming up in the comment section already. So, some few banana fans who banana is currently in P10. But as I want to swatch Honest Crook who's not on the lap. I want to see someone who is on the lap. I believe Reedy is, so we'll stand with him to the end. As he's coming around the final chicane through the Wall of Champions, and he will set a slower time, so he's going to start lapping now. Seems drivers are trying to get 2 laps on this instead of just the 1, unless they've obviously invalidated their times. We have Bodhod now, who's trying out the wheel yet again. James Christian disqualified for Proctor. Oh, I think I've seen what he's done. I believe James has tried to get out the way of the Mercedes of, I think, the Game Burger. No, that is Aussie Wizzy Rick. Isn't the Mercedes this time? But yeah, James tried to get out of the way. Unfortunately, got disqualified. He was actually being quite competitive. If I saw just before, Smeg will not make it out of Q. Oh, is that someone just crashed? Someone just hit the something ahead. Aussie Wizardix retired. Yeah, Smeg's gonna retire now as well, I believe. Here he goes. Okay, he's gonna pull into the pit. So Smeg's day is done. Qualifying is done. Down in P19, very disappointing session for him. And I was saying before, James Cruz was in P17, and he was actually quite competitive. He could be racing some drivers tonight, which is a great thing for him. But now with Honest Crook, who has just started his lap with 15 seconds to go, so this will be his last lap. Conehouse is also on a flying lap, as is Reedy and Bodhod. No, Bodhod is not on the lap actually. So we have Reedy, Conehouse, and Honest Crook all going for a lap as BKXI retires. He is one of the, I believe he is one of the reserves for tonight in the Ferrari, so that means Breno has not been able to come. So Conte Crab does have a new teammate for tonight. Please continue to watch Honest Crook. I would like to see second sector time. If he does improve or not. He's down by a 10th as Conehouse does not improve. So Conehouse is knocked out. Reedy is going to come across the line now. We'll jump off to him. He is not going to improve either. It is all up to Honest Crook to get himself out of Q1 and put Bodhod into the drop zone. So coming through the final chicane. Firefighters hit the wall on the outside. Wonder how much time that's cost him. Can he get through? He does not. Very unfortunate for Honest Crook. Down in position 18. Conehouse also not improving, as is Reedy, who didn't improve either. So I don't think any of the drivers actually improved on their times their first set. As Breno, who isn't racing tonight, is actually watching the stream, saying Forza Ferrari, as both of the Ferrari cars comfortably into Q2. I think we're just waiting on Garlas. Racer X with the Fs in the chat for Smeg, and for everyone else who's been knocked out. That is Q1 done. Relatively short Q1 in the stream, as we only saw the final 5 minutes or so, but more, it's alright. So we scroll down to the bottom of the field. James Cruz, who, if he didn't get disqualified, would have been around P17-18, but he did get disqualified for an unfair reason, I believe. But in P19, this Smeg 2.8 seconds off the lead. That is not the best time he's ever done. Then P18 Honest Crook, who should have improved as well. P17 is Conehouse, and P16 is Reedy. Conehouse and Reedy just missing out by less than a tenth of a second to Budhod. So obviously those drivers really struggling. As I've actually heard some inside footage that Pure Gold, who will come out soon, has actually loaded his Monaco setup. So I'm not too sure how it's going to fare in this qualifying and in the race. Be rapid around the corners, except there's not too many of them here at this track. Actually, only, if I can get my track map up, only, I believe, is that 14 corners? It is, yeah, 14 corners on this very, very short track. Obviously only around a minute to complete. As we see, is that Contour Crap who comes out first? It is. No, it's not. It's actually Servanite who comes out first, who has actually commentated on this stream as I've been away. Pure Gold's car is going to sink to the floor with the setup. Yeah, probably, to be honest. Poor him, poor Pure Gold. The McLaren curse continues, I guess. Witnessed it throughout the whole season, except for Monza, when Wogboy decided to jump in and prove that no curse can beat him, as he won there. But here we are with Servanite. We're going to go on board with him. If he will start his lap in the Williams, he's having a much better luck in the Williams actually. As we saw last time out in France, I believe, didn't he get P3? He qualified P3. So maybe it was the McLarens that were just a big gold curse in this game, in this league. They're coming through turn 1 and turn 2 into first and going up into the gears, into the second chicane. Oh, yeah, the second chicane. Very easy to cut the corner here. Very easy to crash as well, as he almost does. Finishing the first sector, going into the second chicane. Obviously he has gone purple. Now going into the second DRS zone. Down into, well, yet another chicane. This track is actually full of chicanes if you haven't noticed already. But coming into the hairpin now. I believe this is the turn 11 and the little kink will be turn 12. The hairpin is quite easy to get wrong. Expect lap 1 to be quite a lot of carnage. Maybe. Someone might miss their braking zone and there'll be a lot of angry drivers. But here we are, coming into turn 13 and 14, another place where you can lose your lap very, very easily. On this occasion, Servanite does not. In the Williams, he sets the fastest time of the session so far, the 1 minute 9.6. So that is the time to beat so far. Pure Gold has just beaten it in his Monaco setup. So, by a tenth of a second. So maybe, just maybe, Pure Gold could improve on his time. As Lunas is just waiting on. Can't do crap. Oh, can't switch to can't do crap. Banana Cake has lost his time, and I don't think anyone else, unless there's Aussie with Rick, can't switch past can't do crap. That's really annoying. I think, yeah, Aussie with Rick's on the lap. And he's actually set a purple first sector currently. So coming into the second chicane once again is Pure Gold in the Mercedes this time. I believe last time out he was actually in the McLaren, so obviously a reserve driver. This is the fastest to the second sector in the Mercedes, which is used to be Dougie Falcon's little plucky Brits car. He's unfortunately retired from the league now. He's not racing anymore in Blue Championship, which is quite a shame. He was always a great fighter. His internet connection up in the UK didn't agree with him much, but as Aussie Wizzy sets the pole position time on medium tyres by 5/10 of a second. So I expect to see Drivers coming onto getting into the 8s and probably into the 7s come Q3 with Todster and Zach. As obviously we're on board with Alcatraz, but his teammate, Todster, if Zach does not win the race, Todster will win this championship. If Zach does win, Todster must finish position 13 or better to win the championship. So the odds are in Todster's favour, as he obviously deserves that, considering how good of a season he's had down in this championship. But we're watching his teammate NBC Alcatraz currently coming through the final chicane. He can get very, very clean, very steady as he crosses the line with a 1 minute 9.2 on the medium tyres. 2/10 slower than Aussie Wizzy Rick. We head on to is that Pure Gold? No. Lunacy, I should say. Lunacy set a lap with a 10.3. He'll definitely want to improve on that. I don't think anyone's actually on the lap at the moment. So if we go on to Can't Do Crap is about to start his lap. The first of the Ferraris who will start and hopefully finish a lap. We're still waiting on Banana Cake Pie to come out of the pits, as well as Aaron and Bodhod and Berger and Tosser, who's just come back in. Yeah, he's just come back in. And obviously Banana and Garlas and Schmidt and Zach Crichton. Can't Do Crap coming through that second chicane. Going into this third chicane. Many chicanes, as I said before. I'll get my corner numbers right now. So this is actually turn 8 coming through, which is probably the third or fourth chicane. It's coming down into the hairpin of turn 10. And actually, after turn, so first faster to the second sector. But this little left-hand kink is turn 11, and then this little, very little right-hand kink is actually turn 12. Not sure why they've actually named them corners, but they are. We're coming into turn 13 and 14, the final chicane. Expect to see a lot of drivers hit that wall, lose their front wing, possibly even their front wheels. P3 currently, so 19.3, so on par with NBC Alcatraz. As we start to see Pure Gold's Monaco setup is not doing him all too great. As we have now, I believe Garlize is not on the lap. Who will be the next on the lap? I think, is that Gameberger? It is, he will start his lap next. Gameberger was also quite a fast driver back in France last week out, or last time out. As we see come through the first and second corners, coming through turn 3 and 4. As he goes a little bit wide through around 3, compromising his exit into turn 4. Now through turn 5 into 6 and 7. Obviously turn 6 is where that infamous Vettel half spin, which cost him the win to Jenson Button back in 2011. Now coming into turn 8 and turn 9. Now through up the gears into the hairpin, a very good braking zone into here. Dive bomb central, as I'd like to say. This set fast to the second sector, as per usual. I'm not sure if that's actually fastest to the second sector, as the game likes to give everyone purple sectors. So it's coming to the final chicane now, turn 13 and turn 14. Manage it very smoothly, very perfectly. Now gonna come across the line, and it does go pole position with a 1 minute 8.8 on these soft tyres though. So Mercedes 1 and 2 so far. Pure Gold is also on the lap, he's matched his lap. But in the meantime, Aaron L3 F4 has gone purple fastest in front of the Mercedes by less than a tenth, by 300th of a second. Aaron has gone faster. So, we're still waiting on Bodhot, who's just about to finish his lap, I believe. What can he do on his brand new wheel? P9 so far with a 10.3. What about, I believe that is Totsa who will come through next on his medium tyres. Can he challenge Aaron for that provisional pole spot? He goes P6 behind his teammate. Now we see, I believe it is BKXI. He will come through now in the Ferrari, in the second Ferrari. They will only go P11. Gala's only P9. And Banana Cake Pie and Zach are on their outlaps. I'd like to watch Banana. There's quite a bit of support for him, it looks like, in the chat. So this is just for you guys. Let's see a live onboard lap of Banana Cake Pie. Hopefully he gets himself into Q3. He can probably come back in and come back out and make a second run before the time runs out if he stops this one up. Into turn 1 we go. Through turn 2. Keeping it in second. Unlike Server Night as we saw it the first time. Into turn 3 and turn 4. That didn't look too fast, but it looked very close, so it should be a lot faster than I think what Game Burger did. Unless, I'm not sure I was watching. But this is coming through. Now turn 8 and turn 9. Under the bridge. Heavy braking just under the bridge. Now coming out of turn 9. Hard on the throttle into the very heavy braking zone of turn 10. Gets it slowed right up, and now coming out of turn 10 through turn 11, the small kink under the bridge, opening DRS through the small kink again of turn 12. Now coming through the final chicanes of turn 13 and 14. Don't forget we have Zach behind him. Zach could challenge for a provisional pole position spot, a spot in the top 10 shootout. But Banana Cake Pie puts up position 8, currently in the top 10, as Zach goes pole position with a 1 minute 8.2, opting for the soft tyres as well. So I wonder, there's a few strategies coming out already, but we can definitely see the power of the slipstream throughout that whole lap. I think Tossa is on another lap. I think he may be on another lap on his medium tyres. It's going to be his third lap on mediums. So he's not holding back yet. So proves only ever so slightly. Only P7 for him, 1 minute 9.1. Banana kicked out all the way down to P10. So Banana got to come in and come straight back out if he wants any hope of getting to that top 10. Pure God only P11. Obviously with his Monaco setup, Gameberger retires in P4, but now everyone else is currently in the pits. I think Lunacy is actually going, starting his lap now, so stand by with him. Looks like he definitely should improve on his time of a 1 minute 10.3, which was around the cusp of the Q1 knockout time. So hopefully he can improve on that and challenge somewhere near Dana with a 9.5. So let's run around 8/10 of a second. And Server Knight also retires in P3. I've missed that. Server Knight once again proving that the McLaren was in fact the curse in P3 in the Williams now. As Lunacy coming through the back straight and through the final chicane. Goes a little bit slower than some of the other drivers. He's a bit cautious. He puts a P9 into the top 10. That knocks Banana Cake out, who retires. So, unfortunately for him, Banana Cake Pie is out in qualifying too. Pure Gold is going to try to come out again, as is Galaz, BK, and I believe, and Budhod. Budhod is actually lifted off. So unless he's going for another lap, I think he may be going for another lap, but BK is actually on a lap right now. It's going in P14. He'll definitely want to improve on that. That's now Banana out of Q2 F. Yeah, that is an F for Banana, unfortunately for him. Because watch BK, who is actually still on his lap, coming into turn 10. Lunacy getting out the way, saying he's gotten the purple to the second sector. Can he beat Car2 Crap? He's not going to make it. He's not going to come out for a final run. So Will he be able to beat his teammate? He's going to get the slipstream from Botto. He's just about to start his lap. Botto's actually going to get out of the way. Good for him. And now we're going to watch coming through the final corner. Can he beat that 1 minute 9.3? BK will not beat that 9.3. Just a tenth off. That is it for his qualifying 2. Unless he may go for another run. I think he is. So now Pure Gold as well is on a lap. Botthod didn't make it. Botthod went to the pits. The Botthod is out. Lunacy is obviously in. Pure Gold now coming through next. I think there's Garlas he's still out. Can Pure Gold in his Monaco setup against the odds, he puts himself P3 and he makes it through into qualifying 3. That knocks Can't Do Crap out. Now Lunacy is on the cusp. Can Garlas knock him out? No, he cannot. He's pulling into the pits. And that is it. So Lunacy actually making it through on a 1 minute 9.2. Can't Do Crap just missing out. If only he put on those soft tyres, he would have definitely made it through. We tried to go for that. Strategy. Obviously, he's in the best position. He'll get fresh softs or mediums to choose for the race coming up. As we're just waiting on Garlas to finish his lap. But yeah, BK obviously not able to improve on his lap time. Racer X with the F's in the chat for Banana Cake Pie. Very disappointing of him. But as scroll down once again, P15 Botthod in his wheel, he is actually competitive once again. So very good on him. It's only a 1 minute 9.9 though, 7/10 slower than P10 of Lunacy. Garlas with a 9.6. Yeah, 3/10 slower for him. Banana Cake Pie, unfortunately, with a 9.5 in P13. BK and Can't Do Crap, P11 and P12 respectively, with a 9.3 and a 9.4. Both just missing out. But I'm looking forward to being faster in a wheel. You are improving compared to Monza, only 2 weeks ago actually, where you've spun almost every corner. But now, I feel like I could be contesting a few races. So now we have the top 10. 2 Haas's, 2 Mercedes, 2 Renaults, McLaren, a Force India, or Racing Point, not a Force India, and a Williams. This is it. 12 minutes of the fastest lap times we'll see all night. I believe that is that Aussie Wizzy Rick. It is, as per usual, Aussie Wizzy Rick coming out first. So he continues the trend, does he? And now, can he put an impact into this pole position run? So I'm just looking at the comments. Botthod aiming for P15, which is a realistic target. Consistency is quite hard to come by on a new wheel user. So hopefully he can provide something through there, as we'll go on board with Aussie Zurich, as I think behind him is Alcatraz, or Todsa and Alcatraz right behind him. Todsa is looking for that slipstream. I think let's go on board with Todsa actually. I would like to see how he goes. So he's gonna get a draft from Aussie with Zurich, and Alcatraz is gonna get a draft for him. And I still don't understand, but it looks like, yeah, Lunacy and Gameberg are coming out just as these guys are sliding their laps, and the 2 harsh drivers of Aaron and Zach haven't come out at all. a little bit weird. But we're watching Tulsa right now. It's coming through the first sector. The 19.3 does not improve on Aussies. Looking he's struggling a little bit, losing a little bit of time to Aussie. Hopefully though he can bring a timeout as he loses his lap. That was always going to happen. He's lost his lap. So he will not beat Aussie Wizaric this time out. He's going to let his teammate go as Alcatraz actually goes purple to the second sector. Now coming through on the back straight. Let's go on board with Aussie Wizaric now. He's actually weaving just a little bit. So he's coming into the pits though. So Aussie Wizaric abandoning his lap as well. NBC Alcatraz now going to come across the line. The first driver to the lap is going to be purple. It's going to be 1 minute 8.9. So as Schmidt goes just a little bit faster than 1 minute 8.8. Servanite going faster than Schmidt for 8.9 with Schmidt. Server with a 1 minute 8.8. Pure God down with a 1 minute 9.4. Now as we see, I think his Gameberg, we just went to start his lap now. Lunacy obviously lost his lap straight away, it looks like. I think he jumped the curves down at the final chicane at the World of Champions. Zach, don't disappoint me. Zach has got quite a lot of pressure. He has to win the race to have a chance in the championship. If Tulsa DNFs, this championship will go for another round. So these guys want to make the championship interesting. They know what to do. Let's just say. But as we watch Gameberger, he's bringing the shit out of it in the third. Now coming into turn 10. Heavy braking zone of the hairpin. In the Mercedes. Short shifting up to second. This Tulsa actually goes for pole position and a 1 minute 8.8. 600s faster than Servanite. So now Gameberger. Can he improve on that? Pure Gold obviously pulls it to the pits. He's finished his lap. Lunacy is going to start a new lap. As Gameberger actually loses his lap. And it would have been a 1 minute 8.5. That would have been the fastest time of the session. He would be absolutely kicking himself there. That was a great lap for him. I was going to go on board with Zach now. Can he take Tulsa off that pole position spot? He always looks fast as Zach. He goes purple to the first sector. Locking up now into turn 5, I believe. Through turn 7 now. A lot of kinks have corner numbers for some reason. Now through into turn 8 and turn 9. He's pushing it. He really is pushing it. Honestly, last time he started from the very back. Faster to the second sector now. Locking up once again, going a little bit wide. Only down into second gear. Now going through turn 11, opening the DRS, going through turn 12. Going to get that small draft off Gameberger. Can he take that P1 spot off Tulsa as coming through the final chicane? Evades that very well. Little slide in the exit. As he comes across the line with a 1 minute 8.2, 6/10 faster than Tulsa. Great time from Zach. Showing what he can do. I think I was gonna say Aaron's gonna be on a lap, but he's just aborted it straight away. XX gang. Yeah, well, second row is filled by the XX gang. Okay, so let's try to find someone who's on the lap. I don't think anyone actually is. Unless Zach's going for another one. I don't think he is. Ozzy was Eureka actually starting a lap, so obviously he was the first one to come out, but he validated his lap. So now he's gonna try again. He's the Mercedes driver. Pure Gold is actually, I mean, he's half as, Ozzy was almost loses it. Has ruined his time completely. He's got to come back in. he goes for a half spin out of turn 5. Breno is saying server to finish the race. Server's currently in P3. To the 15 of you watching, I'm not sure how many is actually watching with sound, but any predictions for the race, or even for quali, send them through, as Ozzy obviously retracts his lap, because he can't get past Aaron. This is an annoying glitch. So XJ Schmidt obviously starting a lap right now, as is NBC Alcatraz. We'll actually go on board with NBC Alcatraz, as never mind, he loses his lap. So back to Schmidt. Can he get in front of his XX counterpart? Coming through turn 5 now. Into turn 5 and 6, I should say. Through turn 17 to turn 8. As he also loses his lap at the exact same time. So Schmidt and Alcatraz, looks like turn 8 and 9, quite the bogey on this track. Okay, so we're going to be on board with Todster as he starts his lap, absolutely taking engine braking to the max into turn 1. As BK leaves the session, someone needs to invite him back. But Todster, not sure if this is the new tactic for him, new strategy, but engine braking, he's trying that. I didn't actually get to see, I didn't look at the time, I didn't see if he improved in his first sector time. He obviously didn't, as he retracts his lap. He aborts it and he's going to go for another one. I think Lunas is on the lap, he is, he just started his lap. So we'll stay on with him. He has not started the lap, so he needs to... He has 2 chances right now. So coming through turn 6, or turn 6 and maybe 7. As Lunacy under the bridge through turn 8 and 9. This turn 9 especially, very easy to lose your time. As Todster, I think he's going for another, he is. Todster is going for another lap. As Lunacy, saying he's going faster the second, so they've gone quite wide into their hairpin. Coming out now. And into the long straight, opening the DRS. He's going to fire it down 333 kilometers an hour into the Wall of Champions. As he comes across the line and sets a 1 minute 9.3, putting himself good for P6. We'll cut back to Todster now. Once again, it's going already a 10th faster, as we can see. As he does stick to his lap now. Now coming into the hairpin is Todster. He needs to be 6/10 faster to be within a chance of Zach for pole position. Can he do it? Shaving hundreds of his time everywhere he can. As Zach's just about to start a lap, so Zach could improve once more. Can Zach get into the 7s? As Tots is going to come through now, and he's going to cross the line with the 1 minute 8.5. He's not going to improve. Is he going to go for another lap? I think he might. He has to if he wants to try to get pole position. Zach's only less than a 10th up. I believe Aaron is about to start his laps, which means Servana is also about to start his lap. I think Pure will be the next to cross the line. Todster retires from the session, so Todster's qualifying is done. He will not get pole position for the Canadian Grand Prix. As Zach also retires, so Zach and Todster both think that is good enough. Pure Gold coming through now. Can he gain a few more positions? He comes across the line, puts a P3 ahead of Servanite. The 1 minute 8.6, just shy of taking Todster. NBC Alcatraz now putting himself P4 ahead of Servanite and Schmidt. And it looks like Gameberger up to P2 now, almost getting pole position. Just 3 thousandths of a second off Zach. As Aussie with Zurich will not set a time. Aaron is also on a lap. I think Server's on a lap as well. I believe it will be Aaron, actually. He will come through next. He's running out of ARS. He's going to pull into the pits. No, he's not. He's going to finish his lap. What can he do? Can he lift himself up to a few positions? Crossing the line, only PA for him. As it will be Servanite. Alcatraz losing his lap once again. Servanite, can he get himself back into P3? Using that engine braking, completely jumping the chicane and flying himself into the wall of champions. Big F for him. Big F for Server. I'm not sure how much faster he was in that lap, but that was it. Okay, now we're waiting Alcatraz to retire from the session. He's going to pull into the pits. Hopefully he's going to be a good man and retire in the pits. Yes, he does. Good job, man. So that is qualifying. All done for the Canadian Grand Prix. As we will see the results just now. Zach Crichton on pole position for the Haas. Exactly where he needs to be. 3 thousandths of a second faster than Gameberger, who just missed out. 2 tenths behind him is the championship leader Todser. Pure God in his Monaco setup. Already P4. That's very good effort. A first international, in quotes. Northern Ireland. NBC Alcatraz in P5. Servanite from Iceland in P6. Schmidt in P7. The XX gang in P6 and 7. Aaron PA. Lunacy, the Chinese in quotes, in P9, and Aussie Wizzy Rick not setting a time in P10. So, not the best session, as Reddy already leaves. Hopefully he'll be able to get back and make the start. I'm not sure if he can. Hopefully he does. But here we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. I'll reiterate the situation here. Todser must finish P13 regardless of where Zach finishes to win the championship. If Zach does not win, Todser wins regardless. So Zach must win and Todser must have a shocking race, basically. But who knows right now, as the drivers, I think, are finalising up their setups. It's taking a fair while. Not sure how longer this will go on for, but I might go and read out the standings, to be honest. As we wait on, I think it's starting in 20 seconds, so yeah. So currently, in first place, as we have seen here, Reedy joins back. Okay, good news for him. But Todser, 538 points, ahead of Zach, 377 points. And 5 points behind him is XJ Schmidt, 372. Breno in P4, who's not racing, with 288 points. Banana Cake Pie down in P5 with 287 points. He will probably jump Breno tonight. Alcatraz, 276 points in a run in P6. Dougie is not racing anymore in P7. In the Mercedes, 273 points. Ozzy Zurich in P10 right now in the Mercedes. His class is a reserve driver currently in P8 with 191 points. Kinds of crap in the Ferrari in P9, 188 points. And P10 is the Smeg with 169 points. Smeg will start from P19 on the grid. P11 in the other half, Aaron with 163 points. He will look to jump. Definitely Smeg, maybe even Contra if he has a really good race. Wogboy, who's not racing tonight, in P12. Pure God, who is P13, 145 points. Blocky Rex, who is not racing tonight actually, in P14. Whitehall, P15, 118 points. Skylights, P16, 117 points. As Gameburger, next driver on the grid right now, who's still racing, down in technically P19 out of all the drivers, with 99 points. Reedy P20, 79 points. James Cruz P21, 66 points. Servanite down in P24 with 46 points. Lunacy P26 with 41. Honest Crook P28 with 21 points. Curran House P29 with 15 points. And that is it for our grid tonight. So, plenty of championship battles as we're coming to the business end of the season. As actually, I want to see what drivers are on what tyres. So, Todster, Alcatraz, Schmidt, Aussie, Todster, Alcatraz, Schmidt are all on the medium tyres as they qualified on in Q2. Aussie was Rick, Crap, BK, Banana Cake, Smeg, and James all rest on the mediums, while Butthod, Oz, and Oz Crook on the hards. And I didn't see who was on on the softs. Yeah, Garlas and Konas on the softs. As we start the 5 red lights, and away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. It looks like Zach gets a great start in front of Gameburger, who looks like he's going to get jumped by Pure Gold. Zach going very wide off to the first corner. And can Gameburg get round the outside? I don't think he can. He's going to try to go side by side with Zach into turn 3 now. Can he do it? No, he can't. He's going to slide in just behind Pure Gold up into P3, 7 up into P4. Todster down to P5 already. Such a shocker of a start has Todster. Now coming into turn 6 and turn 7. It looks like Zach Crichton is going to lead Gameburger from Pure God, from Servanite, from Tosser, Alcatraz, Lunacy, Crab, Aaron, and Schmidt is your top 10 right now. Now, coming into the hairpin, it looks like no one has been an incident down there. There has been an incident. Schmidt and Aaron has actually had a collision with each other. They're down the order now. Banana Cake and Aussie with Rick battling it out. Banana Cake already up 4 positions, up into P9 now. Country Crab up into P8. Great start for them. We come back up to the top. 7 tenths separate, as it looks like. Did someone fire into pits? Aussie with Rick fires into pits. He has had some wind damage as well. As has Schmidt, who we saw had collision. Aaron stays out. I think he got off without any wing damage. Zach in control of the race currently. He's going to try to build that gap. He's already up to a second now. Almost a second to Gameburger already. Pure Gold right behind. Gameburger might hold a train. Servanite up into P4 and looking to be challenging P3. Todster and Alcatraz battling it out for P5 now. Todster has to at least keep a clean race to seal the championship. So I'm not sure if he wants to battle too much in this race. Down the order, we have Lunacy, Can't Crap, Banana Cake up into P10, BK fighting with Garlas in P10 and 11. Garlas going to get a run on BK out of turn 10 through turn 11. Obviously no DRS at the moment, as it looks like they're going to go side by side. Still going to be side by side up into the final chicane through the final corner as BK actually pulls into the pits. So Giles will keep that position. Now Butthard up into P12, Honest Crook up into P13, Current House P14, Smeg P15, James P16 out of the people who have not stopped yet. It looks like Gameburger is actually trying to keep that lead down to within a second. Is keeping it within 7 tenths. Pure Gold only 6 tenths away from here as well. James Cruz already gets a corner cutting penalty. I'm not sure what for. I think he may have missed that turn 1 corner. The Servanite dropping off just a little bit. He might be struggling to keep up this lead pack. Toss is quite a while behind as well. As you look at his wonderful nose cam coming into the hairpin once again. It's going to be a great battle with the 2 Renault drivers. Alcatraz looking to get past Todster. Can't get it past him on this occasion. Now, can he get... He's going to open DRS. I think Todster will not have DRS. I'll give you the ERS telemetry. As you can see, Todster and Alcatraz Also having no ERS, Alcatraz having some medium ERS to get him through the field as Banana Cake Pie and Garlize are now fighting it, except the 3 yellows. Is that, they go down the grid, is that BK and I think Schmidt? Are they fighting maybe? It's Honest Crook Pits. Go back to the mid-pack, Garlize and Banana Cake Pie are fighting it out, so Banana Cake Pie losing out to Garlize. Garlize up to P9 now, from down to P14, so great start for him. A lot of drivers pitting very early on. Honest Crook and James, they're pitting on lap 4. As Schmidt in the medians down to P16 has already set the fastest lap of the race. As we see from behind Seven Knight's car, looking back at the 2 runners of Todster and Alcatraz. It looks like Seven Knight has lost a lot of time to the front pack, as they're actually a lot closer with each other now. So you might see some overtaking coming into here as James gets another penalty. James has not had a good start to the race so far. The consistency is killing him at the moment as we come and start lap 5 of 35 of the Canadian Grand Prix. Zach having a slight lock up into turn 1. Obviously running no ABS, probably running no assist at all. Gameberger and Pure Gold right behind him. Seven Knight is getting caught by Todster right now, who's got his teammate Alcatraz as a rear gunner in P6. Kind of cracking a 30-second penalty. Kinda Crab is already up into P7, up 4 positions. As we said before, Garla's up 5, Banana Cake up 3. So Banana Cake's up into the top 10 right now, as it looks like Seven Knight is trying to get away from Todster. He's losing a lot of time to the front. Alcatraz got a great run against his teammate. Can he go and send it round the outside? He's not going to do it in this occasion. He's going to switch back, is he? He's going to try and switch back. He's going to get it done. I'm not sure if he can. Obviously, Todster's going to get DRS coming onto the straight. Todster's very reluctant. I think Gameberger is very close as well. He's going to make a move. I don't think he is. Zach's just going to pull him to the pits on the soft tyres. Zach in the pits. Gameberger will inherit the lead at the moment. Seven Knight coming up to P3. Alcatraz not taking not taking Todster, but Todster will actually take Seven Knight. I think he's actually pushed Seven Knight wide, and he's going to be under attack from Alcatraz now coming into turn 3. Is Alcatraz going to make a move? I think he's just going to stay put right behind him. So Zach and Lunacy both pitting. Zach coming out just ahead of Bodhod, which is currently 16 seconds away from the lead. So officially, or unofficially, the pit stops is 16 seconds. So I'd like to see how that would work out for these guys. So Gameberger will have no DRS, but as Todster, Alcatraz and Seven Knight having a little battle into turn 10. Alcatraz getting a much better traction than Seven Knight. Is going to take him 4P4, but I was going to say Gameberger will not have DRS now, whereas Pure God will. So Pure God is going to have a great run as they both pit on the soft tyres. Todster almost losing it into the wall of champions. I think Seven Knight also pits. All the soft runners are pitting very early. So right now, your leading cars are Todster, Alcatraz, Can't Do Crap, and Garlas currently. So right now, believe obviously the top 5 have not stopped, and P8. So from Bodhod down to Smeg, they've also not stopped, and Aaron hasn't stopped as well. But these guys, none of these guys are on. I think O'Connor is actually on softs. Bodhod is not. And I don't think Banana or Gualas or Contact Up or Todster or Alcatraz. I think they're all on mediums or hards at the moment. As now we have the 2 Renaults fighting for the lead. I think Zach is only 10 seconds away from the lead, so he will get a 6-second lead according to the delta for the pit stop, which is 16 seconds to travel the pit lane and get your car serviced. As Zach gets past Banana Cake Pie actually, coming into the final chicane. As now he's on the charge. What Zach will need to look out for is the performance of the soft tyres in the latter stages of the race. Pure Gold and Conehouse switch places down in P10 and 11. Pure Gold obviously has already stopped. He is fighting for the lead. Sector 1 yellow, as it looks like Conehouse has actually spun. He has. He's almost put into the middle track. He's moved out of the way. He's going to get a flick spin. And he should be safe to go. BK almost hits him as Conehouse loses his wheel. He's out of the race, Conehouse is. That is it. There's a safety car as well. This is a great thing for Todster and Alcatraz and Country Crab and Garlaz. These guys have got a massive free kick. I wonder if they take it now. It's a long time. Garlaz is actually on the soft tyres, so Garlaz have the best run. So Todster into the pits. Alcatraz right behind him. This is crazy stuff. Now, can't do crap. Will inherit the lead. He stays out. They've said they want tyres, so here we go. Can't do crap. 8 laps old tyres. Zach Crichton will take P2 now. But Todster, crucially, is up into P10. Alcatraz losing out massively as he gets his double stack down in P10. So, Country Crab actually staying out, which is, I believe he's wanted to stay out as long as he can and switch onto the softs, keep that one-stop strategy alive. Kona has actually left, so very, very poor, well not poor, but very irrational decision by Kona. I think he panicked as BK came by, tried to get out the way, ended up spinning and losing his wheel. So this gives a chance for Sethko to obviously be out for another lap or so. Maybe 2 laps. As we wait for James Cruz and the rest of the guys to catch back up. So currently Todster will win the championship. He will be crowned champion. And as we await in the safety car, a little rundown. So, Country Crab is currently leading the race, but he has not stopped yet. Zach Crichton has stopped and is in P2 on fresh and 4-lap old mediums. Gameberger in P3 in the Mercedes 3-lap old tyres. Todster has just pitted onto the safety car, is in P4. Servanite in the Williams down in P5. Pure Gold in P6 in the McLaren. Down in P7 is Botthod, who has not stopped on his hard tyres. P8 sees Lunacy in the Red Bull. P9 sees Garlaz, who also just stopped on the safety car. Alcatraz in P10 with a double stack behind his teammate and lost a bunch of positions in P10. P11 sees the Smeg. He's up 8 positions already. P12 sees Aussie Wizzy Rick, who did pit just then actually. P13 sees Aaron L3F4 in the other Haas car, who also stopped on the safety car. BK also stopping in P14. He's actually lagging quite a bit coming out of turn 8, or turn 9 I should say. Banana Cake by putting on the hard, so I'm guessing he's going to try to go 25 laps to the end. Honest Crook did not pit on the safety car. I think he may have, but he's quite far behind in P16. P17 sees XJ Schmidt, who has not been able to gain any more positions after that first lap contact. And P18 sees James Cruz, and I've just noticed, but Reed didn't actually make the start. So that's why there's only 19 cars. But greedy as he got kicked. He didn't actually make the start of the race. So, very unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate for be a big, very unfortunate for Granthouse. Not much to say right now, but yeah, championship implications. Tulsa will win. Currently, Zach is not in the leader race, and Tulsa is in position to win. James Cruz gets a 10-second penalty again. Don't think he cares anymore. He just wants to race, which is what we all want. We all just want to race currently. Now, safety car is still out. It should come in soon. It is coming in this lap actually, yes. So, I'll get back on the broadcast view and we will see when a country crap will let the field go. Historically, obviously, I believe in other championships there have been safety car crashes. Beyond that, country crap launching the field as soon as he can. And it looks like everyone's going to get off very cleanly. Zach is going to straight away go for a move down the inside, and he will take the lead. Looks like Gameberg is going to try and follow him into turn 2. He's going to try to go around the outside of Contra Crab. He's not going to get a stick, get it stuck. As now Zach's going to have a gap. Contra Crab's going to be holding up Gameberger coming into turn 3 and turn 4. Gameberg is trying to get past Lunacy. Bodhard, it looks like he's spun. I think Bodhard has spun down the order. He's lost a bunch of time. Then he go back up. It looks like Gameberger side by side with Contra Crab. He's going to make the move stick. He's already lost a second to Zach. Zach may be in control of the race. Contra Crab holding position very well. It looks like Schmidt down the order has lost his car down at turn 3, turn 4. Contra Crab still keeping that position. 1.5 seconds already to Zach as he's under pressure from Gameberger. Can he keep that car in position currently? I'm not sure if he can. 11 lap old tyres, holding an angry mobile car. Is going to go for another lap again as he hits the wall. Heavily hits the wall. It looks like it is his front wing damaged, coming into the wall of champions. As he's got punted into the wall again from Gameberger, it looks like. So Contra Crap, after a turn of events, going from hero to 0. He's down in P16. Obviously, this does release Todster now, who's already 3 seconds off from Zach. Todster, I don't know, Todster might want to go for the win, as he's obviously in position and has cleared track to hunt down his championship rival of Zach. Tape it off as a possibly perfect day here at Canada's. Alcatraz gets a 30-second penalty down in P8 as he's fighting with Aaron as they touch, and it looks like Aaron's going to go very wide into turn 10. He's going to lose Aussie with his rig. He's going to go down to P10. Aussie's going to take P9. It's now down the order. Contra Crab losing even more positions. Oh, this is BK actually. Contra Crab down in P18 actually. Hazy hasn't got much of a front wing left. But as we enter, it looks like someone's just lost their front wing end plate. What's that? That was Gameberger. So Berger losing his end plate. Pure Gold also down the order now. Server Knight now, because Darius is enabled. Server Knight up into P4. Down the order now. P5. Lunacy and Galas are finding it out. I think Lunacy will have P5 currently. Galas in P6. Alcatraz going to try to get past in P7. Can he try and make a move in the near future, in the next couple of corners? Getting a great traction out of turn 6. Coming through turn 7 into turn 8 now. He's going to make it. He's going to go side by side. He's going to try and get it stuck. He's not going to do it. It looks like that is the other Red Bull of Lunacy. who hits the wall heavily. I think he does keep the guy, he does keep all wheels. But he's losing a heap of positions. That promotes Alcatraz up into P6, guys into P5. Now Alcatraz is going to be under pressure from Aaron as well now. You know, he's going to have pressure on Garlas because he's not going to have DRS. Going to make a move around the outside, coming into the final chicane. He's going to get stuck with with ease. But it looks like Aaron has just been pushed wide. He's going to go into the pits. Aaron has been pushed into the pit lane by Garlas. And they tried to go side by side. They actually hit each other. And Aaron's had enough. He's retired from the session. I expect to see an angry Aaron in the Discord tonight. But another incident for Aaron. Another frustration as he leaves the session. Straight away. This promotes LMC Alcatraz up into P5. So great stuff for him. As it looks like Zach is ever improving his lap. It's not his lap, his car. And the distance is now 4 seconds to Toddster. So it looks like Zach may have this race under control unless something happens, obviously. Which is quite rare. Gameburger up in P3 and possibly the only prediction of the race of Servernite finishing. He's up in P4. Albeit without a few of his end plates. I think both of his end plates are gone, but he does have his position. No, he's got one of his end plate missing, obviously from the Wall of Champions. But now he's under pressure from NBC Alcatraz, who's fighting his way back through the field. As we come through turn 1, and you can see the understeer of Servernite. Alcatraz only 2/10 away. We're right on board with Alcatraz. And we'll see how Servernite is squirming. We'll see the understeer here though as well. Through 6 and 7, through turn 5 and 6, through turn 7 now. Alex is going to have DRS and he's going to take that P4 spot very cleanly from Servernite. Aussie Wizerick right behind him. Can Aussie make a move? As we go down into this little battle pack, it actually has spread out, and among the rest of the drivers it looks pretty calm. But I want to say with Aussie Wizzy Rick is going to make a move on Servernite. He's going to go around the outside this time. Can he make it stick? Yes, he does. Servernite backs out of it. Does he? No, he could push Aussie Wizzy Rick wide. Gala's going to get through though. Servernite from P4 down to P7 in just one lap. So, not very good news for Servernite. Bothod finally pitting 15 laps on those tyres. It looks like that James, who has heavily lost it into the Wall of Champions, has been hit by Lunacy. Oh dear. Oh dear. Contra Crap get there just through. But Lunacy with yet more damage. James Cruz speeding in the pit lane somehow. But is now... both of those Joeys having a shocking race, as is Contra Crap. But up ahead, 3.7 seconds ahead of C2 is Zach Crichton in the Haas car. Very familiar spot for him. Obviously in P2, championship leader, soon to be championship winner of Full Blue Championship is Toddster. Down in P3 is Gameburger in the Mercedes. In P4 is NBC Alcatraz fighting for P4, 5 and 6 is obviously Alcatraz, Aussie Wizerick and Garlads. Guys had a great race today. Down from P14 I believe, up to P6 currently. So now, can Aussie Wizerick get past... Sorry about that. Can he get past Garlas? Or can he get past Alcatraz? Can Garlas find a way past Aussie Wizzy Rick? Is the other question. Obviously Alcatraz with no DRS as his nearest rival is 2.3 seconds ahead. Lucy obviously pitting once again. And it looks like James is just about to get lapped as we look at the field. Alcatraz making it quite a different lines. I think he's hit the wall. No damage though, but I think he's hit the wall coming into the straight. As it looks like, yeah, it looks like Ozzy Wizarik's going to take the position off Alcatraz. He's gonna go. Did he break earlier? I'm not sure, but Alcatraz is going to go move back through. I think he is. They go side by side once again. Ozzy's obviously going to get DRS. That's going to keep him ahead. But it's a very small scare for Ozzy. As now there's going to be under a heap of pressure from Alcatraz. This is great for Garlas. He's down to P6. If these guys crash, it's going to be a certain win for him. He go up into P4 with lap 19 out of 25, out of 35, I should say. As we continue this battle, let's just stay on with Alcatraz now, who's fighting for P4, fighting quite thoroughly. As Gameberg is losing continuous amount of time. So he may lose that podium spot to Ozzy or Alcatraz or Garlas. One of the three. As Conto Crab down to P15. It's a 3-second penalty. Very unfortunate for him. Now, coming onto the back straight. Alcatraz hasn't got the pace. It's Zach pits. Zach into the pits. As is Gaming Burger. So both of these going to 7 are also into this. He gets a 5-second speeding penalty. Very unfortunate for him, but now Totsa will inherit the lead. So for Zach completing his second stop of the race, what's he going to go on? He's going to come out on the mediums again. Obviously he did start on the softs. Can he take the mediums another 15 laps? I think he should be able to do that. Totsa is kind of trying to stretch his mediums so he can finish on the softs, as well as basically the top 8 currently. Smeg up into PA, keeping himself out of trouble. He's got a VSC, Honors Crook retiring from the session. As I'm not sure how he's crashed there, to be honest. Coming into turn 3, I'm not sure if he's just lost his brakes or what, but somehow, as soon as Zach pits, or after Zach pits, there's always a virtual safety car. Totsa will not pit right now. So Totsa stays out. Ozzy Wizirik stays out. Alcatraz stays out. Garlaz comes in. So Garlaz into the pits, gets a speeding penalty as well, as we go green just as he pits. It's probably not the wisest thing. He may have just thrown that away. So unlucky for him, but luckily enough actually, he started on the softs. So he might have been coming in anyway. But now Tossa will have the lead of the race. He is currently, as we go on to the leader, 20 seconds ahead of Zach. If I'm correct, it was 16 seconds. The pit lane travel time. So Tossa should keep the lead of the race. Now it looks like Zach is currently being held up by Banana Cake. We're gonna make the move stick, and we try to get a good camera angle. There we go. We'll be back on Banana Cake's car. He's going down in P7. Smeg up into PA. He's going quite a clean race. As he actually ahead of his teammate, who actually also just stopped. No, he didn't. Garlaz stopped. But he's ahead of his teammate, but he will need to stop soon as well. Ozzy Wizirik still ahead of Alcatraz. Now they don't have to worry about the Force India, the racing point, I should say, again, of Garlaz, as the other racing point, Schmidt, takes P4 off BK. Who coming into, he's into P5 now. Obviously a reserve driver. Now, Schmidt finally coming back after his dreadful start with Aaron, who also obviously retired. Servanite also pitted, as we saw before. So, keep an eye out for Servanite and Garlaz and obviously Zach. See where they all end up. As Schmidt almost losing the rear. I'd like to stay on for this battle for P2. Aussie Zurich under immense amounts of pressure from NBC Alcatraz, the other Renault driver. Currently, as I said before, Tossa will win the championship as we start lap 23 of 35. Alcatraz cannot get past on this occasion. As Honest Cook obviously leads the session. We had a shocking weekend as Zach sets the fastest up of the race, which is a 1 minute 10.8. In contrast to that, we look at the race director, Totsa, did a 12.3. So, around a second and a half faster a lap. Or he was second and a half faster that lap than Totsa, as Zach gets past BK. He's going to try and get past Schmidt right now. Garlaz and Smeg battling it out. Smeg losing out to Garlaz, and he's going to come out pure gold. Is he going to let Berger through? He's not going to let Berger through. Berger has to wait up. Smeg gets a 3-second penalty. He now lets Berger through. Down to P11 is Smeg. Zach up ahead, getting in front of Schmidt, and he has 9 seconds of clear air to catch up to Totsa. It looks like BK may have a small run. I don't think he will though, as Schmidt coming into the pits. Actually, BK getting a 30-second penalty. Very hard when the guy in front of you goes to the pits of this track. So he just continues straight as you usually follow them through. But obviously Schmidt into the pits, onto the soft tyres, going to try to take soft tyres for around 11 laps. As Gamberg and Garland are fighting it out for position 8. Pure got right in front of them in P7. Banana Cake doing well on those hard tyres. I'm not sure if he wants to stop again. Just be under pressure from these 3 guys who just stopped. Up ahead once again though, Alcatraz and Aussie with Zurich go on board with Alcatraz once again though, because it's always nice to see firsthand how these drivers go upon their laps. Let's see Alcatraz now kind of gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining. Not enough on this occasion. He gets a good run out of the final chicane as Aussie with Zurich gets a very bad run actually. This could be the move for P2. If he's going to send it down, he's looking, but he decides to say no, not on this occasion. As Aussie Zurich looks like he's actually struggling quite a bit. Maybe a bit more. As he's got sector 1 yellows for I'm not sure who. As BK actually pits, so let's see on the timing ladder where he comes out. If he's going to come out in front of or behind Schmidt. As Aussie Zurich gets a very bad run out of turn 6, and Alcatraz is going to get DRS through turn 7. Aussie looking like he's going to let Alcatraz through to turn 8, and the field switch once again, or the driver switch once again. Now coming into turn 10, I believe Aussie will have DRS. Galenberger gets past Banana Cake, who Banana Cake will be struggling immensely on those tyres. He's under pressure from Purego. Purego's going to get through on this occasion. Yes, he will. He's going to go very wide though. I think he will have DRS for Purego, and he's going to get through. Alcatraz into the pits. He's the first of the 3 drivers to blink. He'll obviously put on these soft tyres. Well, let's see how his laps will go. Pure Gold past Banana Cake, going on down to P7 now, and as we saw BK is quite a while behind Schmidt. Smeg in the pits as well. Alcatraz coming out in between the 2 drivers of Pure Gold and Gameberger. Schmidt with the 10.7, the fastest lap of the race right now. In contrast to that, once again, Todsa in P1. So we said 10.7, Dots with a 12.8. Now, coming into go 7 to 30-second penalty. Coming into the final chicane for Totsa as he pits. Totsa will blink. So I'd like to see where he comes out in contrast to Zach, who should come out in front of him. As it looks like he puts on these soft tyres. Zach will be coming out of the chicane. He will take the lead of the race. Actually, Aussie will take the lead, but Zach will take the net lead of the race. As Toddster now will slot back into P3 on those fresh soft tyres. So we have, and it looks like, was that James? I think that was James, who was just slowing down for the front runners ahead. But Zach obviously coming out 2.3 seconds ahead of Toddster, who will have a great set of laps to catch up to Zach. James going wide once again, just letting his drivers through. Very courteous of him. As it looks like Alcaz does get past the Game Burger for P4. Aussie with Rick obviously staying out once again. So it looks like that was lunacy in the pits for Red Bull. And now, Banana Cake does blink. So he's going to come into the pits. Going to come out on the softs, obviously. Servanite for the battle of the XX. Guys, Servanite is going to try and get in front of his counterpart, XJ Schmidt. As now, he will come through turn 3 and turn 4. I don't think he'll be able, he's close enough. He's only a second behind Schmidt. As now, don't think there are any serious battles. The field is quite spread out now. I think Aussie should come out into the pits now, but you can see the pace of Toddster on those soft tyres. I think you should expect to see a faster slap of the rest as Aussie doesn't pit. Actually, he does stay out. It's very surprising from that. Toddster only 1.4 seconds behind Zach, who in turn is less than a second behind Aussie. So Zach will get DRS for this lap, but will eventually lose the lead of the race to Toddster, who's belting it on those soft tyres. I don't think Alcaz can get Zach actually gets past Aussie. Don't think Alcaz can catch up to Zach at this rate, unfortunately, unless he can get over a second a lap in these final 6 laps. But now, Aussie will get DRS. I don't think Toddster will. So Aussie's gonna have a small run. I don't think he might pit this lap. 9-10 laps in the medium tyres is a good effort, but I think he will pit. No, he doesn't. He stays out once again. Wow. So 20 laps on those medium tyres is Aussie Wizzy Rick on. And Toddster now within a second of Aussie. So he's lost a little bit of time to Zach, but we'll begin to chase it down with only 5 laps to go now. And Gameberger trying to keep that pressure on Alcaz, but it's not working too well. I think Servanite may have made a mistake somewhere. It's under immense pressure from BK as Toddster does get past Aussie with Zurich. They're 1.9 seconds away from the leader race. Now BK is putting a lot of pressure on Servanite right now. Servanite obviously starting from P4, I believe. With a great start up into P3. at one stage. Now down fighting for P10. But he is currently finishing the race. So, as we head on to the chicane, BK is not going to go for one. Not going to go for an overtake. 7 gets a 3-second penalty. BK won't know that right now, but he will go for the overtake. Into turn 1 we go. Leaving 7 out wide to dry. And he will take position 9. Garlas is behind his teammate Schmidt, who had actually just been overtaken, so he's not putting any pressure on him. And I think Gameberger is just trying to keep up with Alcatraz. But Alcatraz can, and I think he will, take that P3, so not P5, P3 spot off Aussie Wizarick, who does not pit. I think he is definitely going to the end. He is 5-second advantage to Alcatraz, but those tyres will be absolutely shot. So we'll keep an eye on that as BK and Servanite still fighting out as the rain starts to hit. The rain is starting to hit now. Here at Canada, once again at the end of the race, more drama. How much this rain will affect the drivers, we shall find out in the next few laps. Now, could this be the saviour for Ozzy, or will this be his demise? I want to keep an eye on Zach and Totsa. Totsa still can't get to him. Zach's keeping that 2-second lead. So I think Tots is just keeping it very steady. Alcatraz obviously keeping that pressure every single lap down to 4 seconds. Bamberger, we've still got DRS, sector 1 yellows. I think that is for James, fortunately. Yes, it is. And now for Servanite, who's also trying to get past BK. Gamberger does get past Alcatraz though. Gamberger doing it for his teammate. That could be the defining moment of the race, or that final podium position. Gamberger getting past Alcatraz on those worn medium tyres. But Aussie Wizarick is a zero traction, and I think he's going to let the guys through. He is. He will let the guys through as Lucy pits. So this is the battle for P3 right now. So Aussie, yeah, he's no tyre traction whatsoever. Now for P3, Gamberger versus Alcatraz. You can see how the rain is affecting these guys. There is virtually no grip whatsoever. Coming into the hairpin right now, as Lunacy comes down to the intermediates for 2 laps. Schmidt ahead of Aussie now. Set the 2 yellows. I believe James once again. We are still under DRS. Set the 3. I'm not sure what the set 3 yellows were for. Set the 2. I'm still not sure what they're for, but now it looks like both of the drivers are squirming out as DRS has been disabled. So now Schmidt pits as the drivers have zero grip whatsoever. I think Aussie may have blown a tyre actually. I'm not too sure, but he slowed down considerably after having 26 laps on those tyres. Up 34-35. Sector 3 yellows once again. I'm still not sure for who, but everyone's pitting for the intermediates. Virtually every single person. With 2 laps to go, I'm not sure that is the right thing, but Alcatraz trying to get past. Who's that in front? That is Todsa. Todsa's stuffed up in front. He's made a mistake and is losing P2 and P3. No! Alcatraz goes very wide. And it looks like Gameburger will take P2. With 1 lap to go, Gameburger is going to take P2. This will give Zach surely the win. As he starts the final lap of the race in these treacherous conditions. Gameburger now in P2. Tossa coming into the pits. Hopefully he comes out in front of P13. Otherwise he's just thrown out that race win as Alcatraz comes in as well for another set of intermediate tyres. Alcatraz throwing away that position as well. Pure Gold inheriting that P3. As now Zach will take continue at P1. Look how slow he is. Through there, he's almost spun it. Almost losing it. He's having some fun. He knows he's not going to get the win. He's not going to get the championship. He knows how far ahead he is as well. 12 seconds is the gap. So now we watch Gameburger. How treacherous, how slow he is. Pure Gold. Also, everyone's slipping to the mediums. The intermediates are so instantly. The rain started falling ever so heavily. If only this was about 7 laps to go. Or 8 laps to go instead of the final 5. But as we cross to Zach, who is weaving down the straight, and will come across the final corner. Out of the World Champions, doing a little drift. This summer he has proven himself and he'll come across the line to win the Canadian Grand Prix. P2 come to Gameburger, who will come out there. P3 will actually get to Todster, and 4th will be Schmidt. P5 will be Pure Gold. Pure Gold's lost that. Pure Gold will take P4 from XJ Schmidt. Alcatraz will take P6 now. Yes, he does. Servanite up into P7 after staying out in these wet conditions. 21 seconds off. BK will take P7 off Servanite. Banana Cake Pie coming across the line now, just ahead of Aussie Wizzy Rick. Who Banana Cake actually gets ahead of Servanite as Galaz comes in behind in P11. Smeg coming through in P12. Very clean race for him and can't do crap. Coming through the final driver as he's going to come through to finish the race in position 13. And that is it for the Canadian Grand Prix. Once again, here at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. What an ending. What an ending to what a race. And this confirms it. But Todster has won the championship for Blue. He's a Blue Assist Tier 1 champion. As he finished in position on that P3 spot. There he is on the right. Almost getting to frame. There he is in the Renault. As he takes that championship title with 3 rounds to go. Obviously we have Australia, Brazil, and I believe Germany after this. But the race results, Zach taking it home from P1, Gameburger from P2, Todster from P3, Pure Gold from P4, Todd's obviously winning the championship here in Canada, XJ Schmidt coming home in P5, Alcatraz in P6, BK coming home in P7, Banana Cake Pie coming home in P8. Servanite down in P9 I should say. Aussie Zurich finishing in P10. Garlas P11, Smeg P12, Contracap P13, Bottled 14th, Lucy 15th, James 16th, Honors Crook, Aaron and Conehouse all DNFing from the session. So that is it for our Canadian Grand Prix. I hope you all have enjoyed this. This is a stunning race. The season title may have concluded, but there is still 3 rounds to go currently. So tune in the next 3 weeks as well. Obviously, we're not going to be doing much else, but tune in and see how the rest of the battles go. Thank you everyone for watching, everyone for tuning in, and good night. See you next Monday.